Hi, welcome to Daddy Curb's farm. We're inside. We're getting lots of much needed rain, so it's a good day to sit here at the table and show you how I store my onions. Now before I tell you how I store them, I want to go back to harvesting them. In the harvesting video, I didn't mention that you should harvest your onions when the ground is dry. It shouldn't be moist. When you reach in to pull those onions out, it should just be dry ground that you're pulling them out of. That's ideal. Now also, after you harvest them, shake the dirt off and line all your onions up on a screen, or actually I lay mine out on a porch swing in the shade, and I leave them laying there for 2 or 3 days. That gives them plenty of time to cure, and those necks dry out, which is important so that you don't get moisture down in your onion for when you're storing them. So after that 2 or 3 days of curing, you bring them inside and you prepare them for storing. And so they'll come in with necks and roots. So what I do then is I take all the roots and I'll just grab the whole bunch and I'll just give them a little twist. Pulls the whole thing right off. And the necks, I've already removed these, but they should be nice and dry with no green. If there's green in the neck, go ahead and save the onion, but put them out for to use them right away so that you're not putting those in the storage. Then you can just cut your necks off, save all the necks and throw them to your goats or put them in your compost pile, and then those are the onions that you're going to be saving. Okay, so you can see behind me, this is an example of what this is going to look like when we're done, and I have one finished here, but I'll show you how I put this together. We need a few simple materials. One is a knee-high stocking, could be, you know, the leg of an old pantyhose or whatever. And also an office clip, the little bendy types, a clothespin, and a piece of old crayon, or new crayon if you want to use them like that. But we have a box of crayons that we've had for probably 20 years, and there's a lot of broken pieces in here. So first of all, I'm going to take a piece of crayon that's about 1 inch long. I'm going to drop it right down in the toe. Okay, and I'll tell you why that's there in a few minutes. Then I'm going to take the onions that I've already prepared. I don't wash them or take the paper off or anything like that. Just drop them right down in here. Alright, I think one more will do it. Now that we have that full, I take the top of it, I give it a little twist, and I put my clothespin on there. I take the whole thing, I grab the crayon at the other end, turn it upside down so the toe is at the top. And that office clip, I put right over that crayon. The crayon gives the office clip something to clip onto. And the reason I use a crayon is because it's a soft material. The wax in the crayon won't damage the nylon. You could use a cork or something other just to give it something for that clip to hang on to. If you use a rock or a stick, that could work, but it could also puncture the nylons. So now you have that ready to hang up. You can hang the clip on a nail in a closet where it's cool and dark. Preferably you don't want this out in the light full time, and you don't want it in extreme heat. So we hang these in our closet actually, and they hang up just like this. When you're ready to use one, you just take that clothespin off, drop one out the bottom, put that clothespin back off. That way you can save this nylon for another season. Hopefully you get 3-4 seasons out of nylons, and you don't have to keep stealing them from your mama or going to Walmart and buying new packs. And last season we got 8 or 9 months out of our onions, and they stored just fine. The last onion we used, which was about 9 months after harvest, was still just fine. These yellow Texas, I think they're Texas yellow sweet onions, are supposed to store for 4 or 5 months. That's what they say. But we got 8 or 9 months out of ours, and they were fine. I hope you found that useful. If you store your onions in another way and you want to give me a tip, leave it in the comments below. I would love to read it. I'd love to hear how you do it, because I know this is not the only way. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you think you might like to see what we have going on the farm and you want updates, go ahead and hit subscribe and YouTube will send you updates whenever I have a new video. I'll talk to you soon.